Sounding like a broken record, I want to support, just like other colleagues, this motion. But, Mr. President, we also must look at ourselves. I've listened attentively to the contributions of colleagues. We seem not to be putting ourselves in this situation. What is the attitude of VIPs at the airport, such as distinguished senators? Because if we are talking about security at our airports or our ports of entrance, we as VIP must lead by example. I've had situations where I traveled with a VIP here. At the airport here, when he was asked to remove his shoes, hair was let loose at the airport. But when we got to Germany, that VIP was the first person who removed his shoe, removed his belt. I even was holding his trouser because it was dropping. Mr. President, we cannot just be pushing this to security agencies alone. If we get at the airport as a senator, or as a governor, or as a minister, and we lead by example, of course that security agent who is there knows that if he does anything otherwise, of course, the law will catch up with him. But when we walk in as VIP at the airport and we refuse to be checked, and you expect that same security agent now to check the common Nigerian, he will not do it. Of course, he will collect something and move ahead. So why we are discussing this motion as it relates to the issues of security at our port of entrance, we as VIP must begin to lead by example. Let us begin to check ourselves. Because if we go elsewhere, as far as security issues are concerned, there are no exceptions. And so for me, why I support all the amendment as proposed here by different speakers as it relates to ports, whether railway, we must, as VIP, check ourselves while we are at the airport. Let us begin to show these people that the law, we are not above the law. And so the security agencies also will begin to couture what the leaders are doing. Otherwise, we'll continue to have this problem, because when you go, especially pilgrimage, whether it is Christian or the Muslim one, what happened there is rather appalling, Mr. President. People will make phone calls, say, this one is my relative, don't let them just pass through. And most of these security people, because calls are coming from us, they avail us those opportunities. And then when something happens, you go back to blame the same people. So, Mr. President, while I support the motion, I want to state that we as VIP must also lead by example. I so submit.